You know, I have a friend, man, in D.C., where I'm originally from, and every now and then he called me, with a problem. It's always, something that, he wants some advice about. So this time when he called me this morning, I said, man, look, I said, every time you call, it seems like you call and, you need some advice about something. I said, how do you create so many problems for yourself? He said, well, I be trying, man, to do the right thing. He said, but things just don't work out right for me. I said, well, if everything is not working out right for you, it's something that you're not doing right. You're doing something wrong. So I say, what you need to do, in my opinion, start looking at situations as situations. Don't look at them as a problem. Because when you look at things as being a problem, I think that it creates stress. So I started telling them about the stress factors and all. I said, you have to minimize your stress factor because really and truly, stress is not good for you. I say, you have to, move them things out your way, that's affecting you because it is affecting you. Whenever you bring on stress to yourself and you look at it as a problem, I said you create the stress level to be elevated. It even makes it higher. That works on your nervous system, your ability to think, everything about you,
ability to operate, relationship with other people.
Yeah, it throws everything off, know. So you have to, I don't think you'll ever be able to eliminate everything because in life situations, we're going to have some situations, but you can minimize it. You don't have to have all that stuff. A lot of people, believe it or not, man, they draw stress to themselves. They reach out there and just bring it to themselves, and it's unnecessary. Everything that you're stressing about is 50% of it. You don't have to, So we talked about those things, man, and I gave him some advice and some information. He said he's gonna try to do better, and we're gonna see, because. Really and truly, I wouldn't stop calling me with all these things because when you call me or you communicate with me and tell me about your problems and your stresses and whatnot, believe it or not, it creates a certain amount of stress for me.
For you.
Yeah. And by him being a real good friend of mine, I'm not the type of person that wanted to just push him to the side and block things out, because I really know that he needs some help.
Yeah.
Because there's no way in the world, man, a person should have that many problems all the time unless you're not doing, something right.
One thing good about that, Al?
What?
A lot of time, us men, we don't talk about our problems.
Right.
So if he is at least talking about it, I think it's at least one thing positive out of it.
I agree with you. I may be a little hardcore in certain areas.
Yeah.
We can talk about them, but if you don't do anything about them to change them, Ain't no need talking about it.
You're right. You're right about that.
I like to talk about things too, man. Help people. But I like for the elimination process to take place. The things that you communicate about, and the things that bother you, and the things you talk about. To make it plain and simple. If you're doing something wrong, in order for you to get better, you got to stop doing it. Simple as that. Hey, that may sound hardcore, but that's the end result.
No, that's the reality of it. That's the truth of it. Because if you have situations, if you have problems. But you just talk about them and you never do anything about them, guess what's going to happen tomorrow? They're going to stay right there. You're still going to have any problems. You're still going to have the same problems.
It's not going to be just stay right there. It's going to get greater.
Greater. You're right. You're right. You're right.
And then he would tell me about, man, I'm doing everything right, and then I come find out when I communicate with him, he tries to fix things that he's already destroyed and messed up.
Yeah.
And move them around, try to put a Band-Aid on it, patch it up and whatnot, instead of getting to the root of it.
Yeah.
And eliminating the whole thing from the
bottom. And so a lot of times that's what we do. We don't try to get to the root of it. We just try to patch it. Yeah. Because it's easier to put a patch on it.
That's right, And then he would tell me, about doing things that he do wrong and stuff like that, And it came to my mind, I said, well, man, what you doing? I said, you trying to figure out a way to do wrong in the right way. There's no right way to do wrong. You got to do the right thing the first time, and the problem will never develop. Just do it, and you don't have to worry about that. Of course, we're gonna make some mistakes. We're not gonna do totally everything good and right and positive, but that minimizing, is what I'm on. Man, you can lessen that thing, man. Especially when we get older, such as myself. Man, you don't need all that stress, man.
You don't need all that stress.
And the good thing about it, you are able to control it. when you have self-control,
Uh-huh.
you can control your situations.
Yeah.
Anything that comes in, you can block it out. You don't have to receive it. You can step aside and let it go over there.
That's
You know,
good.
the good things, you know, you can stand there and you can take it, and take it, and that'll elevate you and do good, you know.
So what you're saying is, if you do the things the right way, you might not or you'll eliminate the problems.
Yeah.
The problems will probably not occur. Correct?
It may be still some there, but you can minimize it.
Minimize it.
You know, you don't have to take all
So
that.
just the right the basically what the essence of it is, just do the right thing.
Yeah, that's right. If you do the right thing the first time, you know, it's all good. You know, like a relationship with your wife. You know, if you don't lie, you don't cheat, you don't try to be slick and whatnot. You know, you don't try to do all those things. You know, you don't have to. No room for the arguments and and all that kind of stuff. You know,
No drama.
Do the right thing the first time.
That's it.
You know?
Do the right thing the first time.
then you get rid of all that other stuff, that in between stuff.
That's what I'm talking about, Mr. Al. That's the wise words. Do the right thing the first
Do
time.
the right thing the first time.